Welcome back to Celayix. Celayix is a web-based scheduling system used by volunteers and some of the Portland 5 staff. This brief training will serve as a refresher for you as we will be sending out the October 2021 calendar on Wednesday, August 25th. You'll be able to request shifts during the period of September 1st through 10th. No personal computer? The stage door is open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Scheduling procedures. The calendar and synopsis for the upcoming month is sent out via email. It is also on the website attached to the newsletter. There are two ways you may choose to schedule yourself: entering your availability in advance and self-scheduling once the month's schedule has been released. How to read the calendar. It's important to note that the calendar is always subject to change, right up until the day of the show. Sometimes shows will be added or canceled. Sometimes the show does not sell well and an upper balcony or tier will be closed, so we need to reduce the number of assigned volunteers. Any update of that kind will be announced via email. Until you are an usher in the 3 smaller theaters for 1 year and complete greeter training, you are not eligible to work in the Schnitzer or the Keller. The first time listed is the call time. The second time listed is the time the performance begins. The call time is the time you need to be at the theater and ready to work. That's the time the house manager conducts the briefing for the show and you'll get your assigned location. The purple AHH box will have an extra top line that tells where in the hall the event is taking place. BT is the Brunish Theater, Rotunda is the Rotunda Lobby, and Main Street is for the events where we close the block and hold summer events in the street between the Schnitzer and Hatfield Hall. Oregon Children's Theater hosts schools for free performances during the weekdays. 2 shows/1 crew means there's 1 call time for 2 separate performances. The OCT shows usually run about an hour. Logging into Celayix. Go to portland5.com. Click Volunteer. Scroll down to Current Volunteer Scheduling Login, Celayix link, and click the link. You will then be on this page. Your username is your volunteer number and your password is your first and last name in lowercase, no space between the names. Example, LoriGeres, all one word. If you have misplaced your volunteer number, please email Lori and she will send you your number. Her email address appears at the end of this refresher training. Entering your availability. To enter your availability during the 1st through 10th of each month, click on Specify Availability. You will be taken to this screen. Enter the week you want to view and be sure to click Go. When a show has multiple performances, you can increase your chances of being assigned to it by entering more than 1 day you are available to work it. Check the box next to the date you wish to work the show. Then click plus Add Day Entry. This small box will pop up. Here you click the button next to Start. Do not use the All Day option. The start time is the call time listed on the calendar. The end time is always 4 hours after the start time. Then choose the facility, or the theater, the event title, and the service is Volunteer Usher. Type is the choice number of that show. It's important to note that the choice number is by show, not date, so all of the dates you choose for the run of this show are to be labeled the same type. Click Submit. This is what the screen looks like when you have added all 3 dates for 1 show. The 1st through the 10th is the only time you are able to make any changes in Celayix. In this example, this volunteer decides she would rather work the matinee of the show on Saturday. Check the box next to the entry you'd like to change, then click Modify. Change the start time to the matinee call time, and the end time is 4 hours later. Click Submit. The correct time is now displayed. During the 1st through 10th of each month, you may also delete any shifts you no longer want to be assigned. Just check the box next to the show you'd like to delete and click Delete. Checking your schedule. Sometime before noon on the 25th of each month, the next month's schedule will be released. You are responsible for tracking what shifts you have been assigned. Most of the time, Lori will send out shift reminder emails, but don't rely solely on those. To check your schedule, log into Celayix. You will come to this home screen. Click View Schedule. You are brought to the current month's calendar. Anything you have been assigned from your preferences will appear as a blue hyperlink. When you click on the hyperlink, a small box will pop up with the date, time, theater, and show you've been assigned. If you are no longer available for an assigned shift, email Lori to be removed. Self-scheduling. Self-scheduling is the other way volunteers can schedule themselves. Some volunteers prefer not to submit preferences at the beginning of the month and just like to fill in what shifts are left. This is also how to pick up any extra shifts you may want to fill. You can check this list anytime. It changes often. Lori will send out weekly, sometimes more often than that, Usher alert emails, and you come to this screen to sign up for a shift. There's no limit to how many shows you can work in a month. To self-schedule, sign in and choose View Schedule to get this screen. Then click Self-Schedule. Choose your date range and click Go. A list of available shifts appears. If you're trying to self-schedule in response to an Usher alert email and come to this page and the show is not listed, it means that all available spots have been filled. To add a show to your schedule, check the box next to the desired show and then click Submit. After clicking Submit, you'll see this confirmation. The new shift is now listed on your calendar. Thank you. We hope that this brief refresher has given you the confidence to schedule shifts for October 2021. We are excited to have you back in the theaters and thank you for your support of Portland 5 Centers for the Arts.